CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. This is a broadcast from Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Wednesday, July 6th, 2011. Last night, Derek Jeter had 2 hits. He's now 4 hits away from becoming the 27th baseball player to have 3,000 hits. If you're watching this somewhere other than the United States and you don't know who Derek Jeter is, don't worry about it. We have some interesting news today. Off the coast of Yemen, pirates fired a rocket-propelled grenade into a fuel oil tanker near Aden this morning, but the boat and its cargo were recovered. The 26 crew members on board the Brilliant Virtuoso, which was carrying over 140,000 tons of fuel oil from the Ukraine to China, abandoned ship after pirates fired into their bedroom block earlier today. According to the ship manager's Central Mare Inc., it's understood that the pirates fired RPGs into the accommodation area, which started a fire. As a result, the pirates abandoned their effort to take control of the ship and left the scene. The crew then evacuated. An American Navy vessel and 2 tugs have arrived at the scene. A company source said that the vessel is now being escorted into the port of Aden. So that's been thwarted. A Saudi airliner bound for Jeddah with about 200 passengers on board earlier today made an emergency landing in Chennai. This was after pilots noticed smoke emanating from the cockpit. The plane was on its way from Kuala Lumpur to Jeddah. The flight was SV-841. We don't have the details as to what kind of aircraft this was. It may very well have been an A380, but we're checking on that. All of the passengers were evacuated to safety. Interesting news from Paris. French reinsurer SCOR has drawn down about 75 million euros from the contingent capital facility provided to it by Union Bank of Switzerland. The decision to draw down on the facility has been prompted by mounting losses from Q1 catastrophes. The contingent capital facility is designed to provide SCOR with a fresh capital injection once estimated net losses from natural CATs exceed a preset threshold. SCOR said that because of better information coming through now about its claims, they expect that their Q2 results will be hit by an additional 10 to 15 million euros from these events. They say that these additional losses would breach the threshold for activating the contingent capital. Now, this is very interesting. When dealing with Swiss bankers, one needs to be careful. Here's why. Once triggered, the facility issues new SCOR shares, which are then sold to give SCOR the required level of additional capital. As the provider of the facility, Union Bank of Switzerland has to subscribe to the shares. SCOR says it will reveal the number and price of the new shares once UBS has exercised the warrants required for the bank to issue and subscribe to the shares. SCOR says it doesn't expect further gross deterioration of the Q1 losses thanks to retrocession that it has in place, but UBS is going to end up owning a little bit of SCOR here. The California Earthquake Authority Board has approved a $150 million single peril cat bond to be issued via an unnamed Bermudian reinsurer. This is coming from Trading Risk magazine. The $150 million 3-year cat bond cover was approved by the board on June 30th. It could be in place by the 1st of August. Under the approved structure, the CEA will not sponsor the bond itself, but will buy the cover from an unnamed Bermudian that will in turn issue the bond and pass on the risk to ILS investors. If successful, the CEA cat bond cover would cut in once the authority's claims reach $3.35 billion. This is the lowest attachment point in its $2.9 billion 2011 program. It's interesting, the CEA has done cat bond business before with Swiss Re, with the various Redwood transformers. Swiss Re was not named as the reinsurer, so it's possible that it's no longer them. Transatlantic Holdings has said that it expects a modest $35 million charge from the total net cat events during the second quarter. This estimate is net of tax and is net of tax and reinstatements. It's primarily due to the severe tornado activity in the U.S. Transatlantic's disclosures pushes total announced American cat losses for the quarter toward the $7.5 billion mark. Transatlantic shareholders are currently considering a proposed $7 billion merger with Allied World Assurance Holdings. And this is just what you need in a place like Cairo, where everybody's on tenterhooks anyway. Egypt's Interior Ministry said this morning that a sonic boom from an overflying aircraft was the cause of a loud explosion that sent Cairenes out into the streets in panic. According to the Interior Ministry, the sound of the explosion in the southern neighborhood of Mahdi and in central Cairo was due to the sound of a plane that broke the sound barrier. The sound of the blast shook windows in Mahdi and was heard as far away as northern Cairo. The Interior Ministry earlier said that it had received reports of an explosion and would be investigating. Well, this is a good result, I suppose. That's all of the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.